Sonya to be on this channel. I am back. I've been away for a moment, but guess what? I'm back. And have you ever wanted to create your own pizza, but thought it would be difficult and expensive? But you know me, I'm going to show you how to do it for a fraction of the cost. And you're going to be able to create it the way you want it. And the toppings are going to be endless. And you're going to enjoy it. You're going to want to share this with someone else. So with that in mind, let's get started. Okay, the first thing you want to do before we get started is preheat your oven at a temperature of 350 for 10 to 15 minutes. And while that is preheating, we're going to go ahead and start making or creating the toppings that we want on our pizza. Now keep in mind, the possibility is endless. Whatever you want on your pizza, that is by choice. But what I have before me, I'm going to show you some of the things that I'm going to use to create my pizza. This is so simple, even a small kid can do it. And if you have kids, if you don't have kids, that's fine. But do it together. If you do have kids, do this together, and you both going to have a good time at doing it. Okay, the first thing I have is this Crostini Classic Pizza Crust, and I bought this from Big Lots for $1.20. This is a good pizza crust. That's $1.20. I bought some Hormel pizza pepperoni. I paid $1 for it, so that's $2.20. The Ragu pizza sauce, you don't necessarily have to have this. Any pizza sauce will do. I paid $1 for that, so we're talking about $3.20 so far in total. The sweet banana peppers, you can use banana peppers if you want to. This is optional. I paid $1 for that. So now we're up to $4.20. The next thing I bought was mushrooms. I wanted to, you can use the bottled mushrooms, you can use canned, or you can use fresh mushrooms if you prefer to put mushrooms on your pizza. I paid $1 for that. So now we're up to $5.20. And also I'm going to top mine off with some fresh spinach leaves. I paid $1.79 for this. So we're talking about roughly no more than $7-8 once you add the mozzarella cheese or the cheese of your choice. This is what I'm going to use, the low moisture part skim mozzarella cheese. I'm going to use this on my pizza. So let's get started. First thing you want to do, as we stated, let's go ahead and preheat this oven at 350 degrees while we prepare our pizza. This is where the fun begins. First thing I'm going to do is have you a good pizza pan. This is what I'm going to use. This is my pizza pan. You're going to need a pizza pan. If you don't have a pizza pan, you can use a cookie sheet. It works just as well. We're going to use that. I'm going to go ahead and open up my pizza crust. And you know, with these ingredients that I have, you can make at least 5 pizza off of $7. 5 to 6 large pieces off $7. So this is my crust. This is how it's going to look. I have the thin version. I didn't want thick crust. I got thin crust. Next thing I want to do is open up my pizza sauce. Now when you're using your pizza sauce, I want you to use a large size spoon. And we're going to do 1, 2, 3 tablespoons to start. We're going to pour it in the center of the pizza, and you're going to take your spoon and begin to spread it out. Let's try to do it evenly. If that's not enough for you, let's go ahead and make one more dip inside that sauce. And that should do it. But you don't want to overdo it. You want it to have some sauce on it, but you don't want it to overpower the other ingredients or the other toppings that you're going to place over it. So that's nice and pretty. Let's go ahead and set this pizza sauce over to the side. Okay, our next ingredient that we're going to put down. Now, say for instance, we had a pizza like this with the pizza sauce on it, and the only topping that you wanted to put on it was the cheese. What I want you to do is get a measuring device. This is like a half cup measuring device. The average on a large pizza, you're going to put 1 cup. So I'm going to dip this inside of my cheese bag. And that's a half a cup. We're going to do 1 full cup, but that's a half a cup. You can either pour it in your hand or you can pour it You can sprinkle it from your pizza, from your measuring device. Now see, on average, 1 cup will cover your pizza. But since I love mozzarella cheese, and it may not be good for me, but I'm going to go ahead and dip again. Because I love to get extra cheese on my pizza when I order. And you know, when you get into toppings, they want to charge you extra and all that. No, we're not going to do that. We're going to start cooking at home because this can be made at home the same way they make it at the pizza place. Okay, that's enough cheese for me. So I did really 1.5 cups for me since I wanted extra cheese. The next thing we're going to add to the pizza would be pepperoni. I'm going to cut open my pepperoni. And I bought this from the dollar store. Can you believe this? From the dollar store. And I picked up the large pepperonis because I like the larger ones more so than the small. Now, this is your choice. We're going to go ahead and pile that on. 2. I'm going to spread this all the way around the pizza. Now, when you make this pizza, you're going to have to leave a comment down below and let me know how good it turned out now. Because I want to start seeing some comments down below. Okay, so I put my pepperonis on there. The next thing I want to add to my pizza would be, let's go with the mushrooms. So I probably have like, not even quite 1/2 cup. I don't really want that many mushrooms on it. That's good enough. And then the same with some sweet banana peppers. Not that many. Then we're going to add some fresh spinach leaves to it. Whole spinach leaf. If you want to cut it in half, let's do this. I'm going to show you another way. Let's cut it. So it won't be so big and bulky. Let's cut the spinach leaves out. I love spinach, so I'm going to add almost about 1/2 cup to it. Not quite 1/2 cup. And there you have it. That's all the toppings I want to use, but I have to put a little seasoning on top of mine. And what I wanted to put on there was a pinch of black pepper. And we're going to use just a little bit of onion powder. We're going to substitute the powder instead of the onion, the whole onion. We're going to pop this in our oven for 10 to 15 minutes, and I will be right back to show you the final product. Okay, it's been approximately 10 to 15 minutes. We're going to go ahead and take a look at our pizza to see if it's ready to be taken out. And it is, and it's looking delicious. Look up there. We're going to take this over to the counter. We're going to cut it up, and we're going to serve this for dinner. Okay, so we have taken our pizza out of the oven, and doesn't that look delicious? So the next thing I want to do is take a pizza cutter of any kind. Mine is not that great, but we're going to go ahead and cut it up the way we want to cut it. Be careful because it's still hot some. And you really want to cut it in the opposite direction. So if you cut it that way and then come back, it's still hot. We're going to go ahead and serve this up though. That is hot, but yet it's going to be delicious. I'm going to go ahead and plate that, and on the side, we're going to do a small dish of the pizza sauce because I love to dip my pizza in the pizza sauce. We're going to go ahead and plate this, and this is our final result. So there you have it. I have created my own special pizza for tonight's dinner. So the next time that you're in the mood for a pizza, get on in that kitchen and create your own. Because we all know anything that is created with love will turn out to be simply delicious. Until next time, be blessed.